close your eyes.
Yo, welcome everybody back to the 2-Minute Warning. I'm your host Ethan, and I got Lucas on remotely.
What's good?
And we're back with our weekly episode. Last week we skipped an episode because there wasn't a lot going on, and we were both just really busy. Our schedule was really full, so we did some Twitch stuff instead. But this week we're back. It's going to be a shorter episode this week, but we got some fantasy mock drafts going on in this episode. So we're going to do a full fantasy mock draft like we usually would for 15 picks.
14, 15 picks.
14 picks per team. So, and then it's 10 teams, but it's just me and Lucas running our own team, and then the rest are going to be auto drafted. So, our teams might be stacked as shit, but we'll see. But let's get right into it. If y'all are watching on YouTube, you can see the draft here. It's on Sleeper. And if you guys are just listening in, we'll tell you each pick and what's our reason. So let's get right into it. Lucas, the 101 here. What are you going with your first pick?
Alrighty. Okay. So first pick, there's a lot of guys that could really go with here. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of guys you can go with here. Really, it's really open. I mean, I think the consensus right now is Christian McCaffrey. But I'm actually going to go Justin Jefferson.
101, Justin Jefferson. I can't let McCaffrey slide beyond 2, so I'm taking McCaffrey at 2.
Yeah. I think for me, Justin Jefferson just has to be the number one because this guy played, 10 games and had over 1,000 yards? So, I mean,
auto drafts, holy, okay. So I'm back up on the clock here at 2.9, but just to update y'all, Jamar Chase, Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Tyreek Hill, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Josh Jacobs, Stephon Diggs, Patrick Mahomes, and Cooper Kupp all off the board here. So I've got a few options here, and honestly,
realistically, Travis Kelce won't be the 1.5.
No.
That'll definitely be changed by the start of the season. I mean, just the amount of good tight ends there was last season that will not be taking place with Travis Kelce being drafted in the first round. Maybe not even in the second or third round, but
a lot of good options still here on the board for me. QBs, running backs, wide receiver. I already got my running back, so I need my wide receiver 1, and I'm going Amon-Ra St. Brown here at 2.9 for me.
I like it.
That is
an
easy pick when Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, those are the other receivers on the board. All great, but not really, a stud like St. Brown. He was third in receiving yards this past year, so I have to pick him up with my second pick here.
So here's the thing. Here's the big.
Now we got a fall off here. It's kind of fallen off a little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a fall off, but there's a lot of question marks on the board, right? We have a lot of question marks with free agents like Tony Pollard. Again, I'm not going to draft him here, but if he's on a team that I like, going forward offensively, if he goes to the Chargers, I'm drafting him here. But right now, as he is on the Cowboys or a free agent, possibly signing to any team, I'm gonna stay away from Pollard here. And I'm gonna stack up and try and get Garrett Wilson here, healthy A-Rod. I feel like it's the obvious choice. And since I have back-to-back picks, I don't have to worry about reaching that much here. And then see this is where it gets tricky because there's a lot of places I could go.
It's all about where you want to position. Go positioning.
It really is, and here there's a lot of places I could go here. There's a lot of good players. didn't think about it, but now thinking about it, I probably would have waited on Garrett Wilson and took in Breece Hall. But I'm not the type of guy to stack up on two Jets players, especially the way an injury can ruin that team we saw last year. So I am going to go running back here, though, and I'm going to go Kenneth Walker.
Oh, okay, that's biased as fuck. I, in my opinion,
really,
there are so
not.
many. There are so many better running backs I would go. But
he ended.
My opinion.
He ended as a running back one. He's going to be on a good offense. You know that for a fact. And we have a whole new offensive scheme. We're probably going to be more run heavy than anything. And yeah, I think Kenneth Walker is just going to be a touchdown merchant. And he's going to get like 18 touchdowns this year. I don't think that's to say.
So now here, I got a lot of options here. I'm obviously not going to go QB quite yet, but with the stretch of picks that are after me, I don't know what's going to be left on the board right after. So I'm going to go ahead and get my second wide receiver out of the way. And it's so hard. There's 3 guys here that I want to pick from, and they've all had great seasons this year. Between Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, and DJ Moore, do you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick DJ Moore here at 3.2.
Really? Even with the question mark of who's going to be his quarterback?
Yeah, that's the big thing. But Keenan Allen's getting older, and
that's fair. But I feel like at
Amari
that pick,
Cooper, another question mark. He's been up and down throughout his career, so I went with DJ Moore at the 3.2. I'm back on the clock here at 4.9, and just to update y'all, Tony Pollard, Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, Jalen Waddle, Joe Mixon, Travis Etienne, Mark Andrews, Chris Olave, Breece Hall, Calvin Ridley, Lamar Jackson, T. Higgins, Jahmyr Gibbs, Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, and Ramondre Stevenson all went on the board. Ramondre Stevenson at 4.1 is kind of wild. That's kind of crazy.
It is, but I mean, who really knows what's going to happen with the Patriots? And if they have a good offseason, they get a quarterback, maybe they build up their O-line, I could see Ramondre going around 4.
All right. This is an easy pick for me. The fact that he's still on the board is kind of crazy. I'm going Jonathan Taylor here at 4.9.
Okay. That's a solid pick.
Considering all the running backs that are left on the board.
The only reason I'm picking Kenneth Walker over Jonathan Taylor this early was really just based off Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is going to be a vulture for those rushing touchdowns. And it's gonna hurt Jonathan Taylor's fantasy production. Jonathan Taylor is great. I think he deserves the red zone production, and it would be smart for them to try and save Anthony Richardson like that. But I think that vulturing from Anthony Richardson is gonna hurt Jonathan Taylor. That's why I picked Kenneth Walker over him. It wasn't really me being biased.
I do get the Anthony Richardson thing, but he is coming back from a pretty bad shoulder injury. He may change his game style a little bit, not rush as much, but a little bit more pass first. Considering the injury, like how severe the injury was, but 1 minute left for you at 4.10 here.
Yeah, and to me, this is an obvious pick. Whether he's on the team he's on right now, or he's on a different one, a quarterback is going to treat him well no matter where he is. I'm going Brandon Ayuk.
That's a good pick. That's one of the best wide receivers still left on the board here. So
yeah, for sure. There's lots of guys I can pull up on wide receiver here, because there's so many wide receivers that are up. But here, so like realistically, I could have went. There's so many good wide receivers. Like I could have went Devonta Smith. I could have went D Hop, because who knows what the Titans quarterback is going to be next year. I could have went Chris Godwin with Mike Evans possibly leaving. I could have went Mike Evans. It really depends. I think Brandon Ayuk is probably the most talented out of everyone. But here is where I go with a guy that I think is going to be amazing. And the reason I didn't pick Jonathan Taylor was for this reason, and that's Anthony Richardson. I'm going quarterback.
You're going quarterback. Oh, Anthony Richardson this early is kind of crazy.
I mean, we'll see. I'm going based off he's healthy. Colts, if the Colts upgraded some of their weapons, maybe they draft a receiver late. I think Richardson's going to be really good. I don't think it's going to be the injury that holds him back. Bounce back, and there's a lot of guys that might be really good fantasy. I mean, he was better than C.J. Stroud when he was playing, and C.J. Stroud was playing at the same time. He had more touchdowns by far, was a lot more efficient. He just got injured, and that really it was the injury problem.
So at 5.2 here, you went quarterback. I'm going to wait and see what falls after I make this pick for quarterback. So I'm going to go and get my tight end out of the way. And there's two tight ends here that I'm like 1, 2. Maybe I go one, maybe I go the other. And if you could go one or the other here. But the thing is, it's between George Kittle and TJ Hawkinson. And for me, I'm going TJ. George Kittle didn't have
after his injury.
Yeah, after his injury, Kirk's back, baby.
Wow.
And it's gonna be, and I think Kirk resigns with Minnesota. So and look,
George Kittle literally went. Kirk's back. I'm not gonna lie.
Now I'm back on the clock here at 6.9, and Devonta Smith, George Kittle, Dameon Pierce, Joe Burrow, Aaron Jones, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Amari Cooper going this late. It's kind of crazy. Drake London, DeAndre Swift, Cam Akers, Miles Sanders, Justin Fields, James Conner, J.K. Dobbins, and DeAndre Hopkins all going this late. But here's where I go, and I get my
Sanders really early.
Yeah, Sanders was
but I do think Keenan Allen and Mark Cooper will be around this range. Just because Keenan Allen, the question about the age and the health, we don't really know. He missed games late in the stretch last season, and he wasn't getting any younger. And then Amari Cooper, I mean, the quarterback question, right? Yeah, he went crazy with Browning, but we know Browning's not the quarterback, right? Sorry, not Browning. See with fucking what's his name?
I zoned out a little bit. Joe Flacco.
Oh, obviously, Amari Cooper went crazy with Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco is not going to be the starting quarterback over Deshaun Watson. So we don't really know how Deshaun Watson's going to play. That's the big question. That's why I think Amari Cooper's going this late. I would much rather everyone else that went before him rather than Amari Cooper. I'd even take Drake London over Amari Cooper right now, as well as Keenan Allen, just because there's more likely a chance that Drake London has a better quarterback than what Deshaun Watson will play like.
At my 6.9 here, I've got 20 seconds, so I gotta hurry up. I'm gonna get my quarterback out of the way, and there's a lot of good options here: Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, Tua, Kirk. But I'm going young, and I'm picking the rookie of the year, C.J. Stroud, as my quarterback. Pretty easy pick for me here. I wasn't gonna go older. The question about age, Tua maybe not re-signing with Miami. Dak could be a safe pick, but sometimes he's inconsistent fantasy-wise. So I went with the young guns. C.J. Stroud gonna have hopefully a better year. But you're at 6.10 here.
Here, there's a glaring hole in my offense right now, and that's running back. And it's pretty simple in my opinion. I'm just gonna go Alvin Kamara. I mean, he had a good year last year. I think he ended up finishing top 12 in running backs, and he missed like 3 games, 4 games. So, I mean, I have to take him. Just the upside for PPR is crazy. So I think you're stupid not to take him in PPR, especially when it comes to the 6th, 7th round. But yeah, and then good offensively. I'm happy with my team. There's ways I could go here, but there's something here that I'm gonna like, and that's taken. Man, the I like it. I think if Baker resigns, I think it's. I mean,
Rashad
if
White.
Baker doesn't resign, I still think Rashad White's going to get all the red zone work. Um, so yeah, he was really good. He was really great last year. He really broke out. Averages like 20 points. So yeah, no brainer in my opinion.
Now here, I've got a few options here. I can go ahead, maybe take another running back, another wide receiver for my flex position. And as much as the wide receiver market is kind of willing away very, very quickly, so is the running back market. So I'm going to go and take a running back for my flex here. Going to get one of the 1-2 punch in Detroit and give me David Montgomery at my 7.2.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'm taking a running back for a flex, but
You took David Montgomery over Pacheco?
Pacheco's on the board? I didn't even see Pacheco. I thought Pacheco won already. I didn't
I
scroll.
was about to take Mike Evans. Unfortunately, he just went. But Mike Evans this late is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so just got taken by the CPUs: Terry McLaurin, Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, Darren Waller, Mike Williams, Kyle Pitts, Alexander Madison, Tyler Lockett, Dallas Goedert, Pacheco, Dalvin Cook, Engram, Christian Kirk, Jamal Williams, George Pickens, and Mike Evans going right.
Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, not Jamal Williams.
So I said Javonte Williams.
That'd be crazy if Jamal.
Oh, I said Jamal Williams. My bad. Javonte Williams. Jamal Williams. He should go. Like, he wouldn't even be drafted.
Not gonna be drafted.
All right, here. So I'm back up, and I'm gonna go and start filling out my bench. This guy's still on the board, so I'm gonna go and take him. Wide receiver Michael Pittman in Indy with Anthony Richardson back, and he is I think he's a free agent this year, isn't he? Hopefully, the goal is that he resigns.
I believe so. Restricted, I think, though.
The goal is that he's going to resign.
He's a free agent in some form.
I'm assuming he's going to re-sign with Indy, and with Anthony Richardson coming back, I think it's going to be a good year for Michael Pittman. So he's going to be filling out my bench a little bit, possibly sliding into the flex if Dave Montgomery's having a bad game. So give me Michael Pittman.
Okay, I like it. So yeah, there's a take here. I think
there's someone I want to take, but if you take him, I'm going to be pissed.
There's two guys I'm going to take, and I'm going to go a young route for my team. I think it's going to be good. Tight end. We know who the Chargers are going to try and take. They're going to try and take Brock Bowers. I think that offense is going to be great under Harbaugh. I'm taking Brock Bowers as my tight end. It's a big risk, but I think that there's no tight end on the Chargers. We know Herbert loves his tight ends. I think Brock Bowers is going to be great. And then there's another guy that is a rookie. Literally been the guy that everyone's talking about. Everyone's been wanting. Literally a generational tight end or generational receiver, and that's Marvin Harrison.
Two rookies.
I got to take him.
Wild.
Two rookies back to back. At this point in the draft, you gotta take risks, and I think the two rookies have a tremendous upside to be great fantasy wise. And if they're not, that's fine. There's lots of options on my team.
Okay, there's some people still on the board that's crazy that they're still on the board here, and I want to pick like all of them, but I can't. I was originally gonna go with JSN, and a young receiver. Tyler Lockett's getting a little bit older, so JSN's gonna fill out that offense really well under a new defensive-minded coach. Who knows how things are gonna go? But with this guy still on the board, I can't not take him over JSN. I gotta go here. Zay Flowers at 9.2. The fact that he's here, I had to take him.
You know about the allegations?
JSN went. What?
You know about the allegations on Zay Flowers' name right now?
There's allegations? Well, hold on.
Allegations about some domestic things, but
bro, stop. No. No.
Yeah, but hey, if you wanna risk that, go ahead. I hope he didn't do it. But yeah. From what I heard, it was after a rough game in the playoffs, he went and took his anger out on someone,
God damn.
And yeah. But it's your pick, so let's see.
Well, just
who's gonna back up Zay Flowers just in case?
Jerry Jeudy, Hollywood Brown, AJ Dillon, James Cook, Deontay Johnson, Antonio Gibson, JSN, Trevor Lawrence, Khalil Herbert, Justin Tucker, Jordan Addison, Gabe Davis, Jahan Dotson, Brian Robinson, Michael Thomas, and Pat Freiermuth all going before me. But the fact that this guy's still on the board, I know he had a tough time with injuries this past year, but he's going to take over the RB1 spot in Miami. So give me Devon Achane at 10.9. Hopefully there's no allegations on his name, but I'm taking him because
no allegations on his name as of yet.
As of yet.
I thought you were going to take Deshaun Watson after that, but that I don't know, but yeah. So, like I said, there's a lot of options here. Like there's really this late in the draft, you kind of have to go upside, right? And you know, it's really just going to depend on how much upside you think each guy has.
My team is goddamn ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says. My team is
ass, dude. Your team's ass.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but there's this one guy that keeps standing out to me on a team that has a lot. No, I don't want someone with bricks for hands as my wide receiver. I'm sorry. I want a guy with amazing hands, amazing route running. Stephon Diggs Jr., Nico Collins. I think that's a good pick. I'm going wide receiver heavy on my team. It's a PPR league, so I kind of feel like I have to.
I'm not going to lie. The fact that Nico Collins is on the board, like A.J. Dillon, James Cook, Deontay Johnson went before Nico Collins, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy. But you got to do what you got to do. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good guys, right? There's a lot of good guys right now. I mean, Justin Tucker went before Nico Collins and Devon Achane and Gabe Davis, which is interesting. But
yeah, what?
But there's always someone in that draft, so technically it is pretty realistic because there's always someone that wants to draft Justin Tucker number 1. So, I mean, it happens. But I'm gonna I don't know how this guy's still here. It's actually fucking ridiculous that he's still here. Puka Nacua. I think that's pretty good value. At the 11.1, I get Nico Collins and Puka Nacua in 10-11 turn, but yeah, I'll take that honestly.
That's crazy. The fact that he was there at this low. What? That is sad.
That's amazing. What you talking about?
Do you know who's
that's very realistic
that I feel like taking because I feel like picking up guys with like crazy ass freaking backgrounds? Give me Henry Ruggs.
Oh my god, dude. I was gonna take Aaron Hernandez next.
When does he get out of prison?
From the grave!
From the grave. When does he even get
from the grave? Aaron Hernandez. He's dead, buddy.
No, I'm not talking about Aaron Hernandez. I'm talking about Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs?
No, I know Aaron Hernandez is dead.
T minus like 30 years.
Okay, there's some people on here that's crazy. Like why is
Alright, just pick your guy, buddy.
Why is Marshawn Lynch on this list?
How the hell did you find Marshawn Lynch?
Should I take him for the shits? Like,
oh my god. Nah, take him with the last pick.
So here, I'm going to go and fill out my backup quarterback, I think. Just draft one.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? This guy's still here, so I'm going to take him. Adam Thielen. I know he's,
okay.
You know,
had a good year last year.
Yeah.
Was a PPR demon.
He fell off pretty hard, though, but a lot of quarterbacks.
I mean, can you blame him? He's on the Panthers.
So, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, David Njoku, Jamal Williams, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Zach Charbonnet,
Charbonnet, buddy.
Dalton Kincaid, Rashad Penny, Brandon Cooks, Kadarius Toney, Harrison Butker, Quentin Johnson, Evan McPherson, and Harris.
So it looks like Ethan is going to pick consecutive Zay Flowers, Kareem Hunt, Deshaun Watson, Aaron Hernandez, Marshawn Lynch. And if we were playing in a individual defensive players league, Richard Sherman.
Yeah, got to give me that Richard Sherman shit. All right, so here, I want to pick Marshawn Lynch.
Pick him then, buddy. Like,
give me that Marshawn Lynch shit. So here, I think I'm going to go with... Ooh, there's a lot of good picture. Okay, this guy's still here. I'm picking him solely to trade his ass. I know there's no trades because this is a mock draft, dude. But I'm picking this guy to solely trade his ass because he's still fucking here for some reason. Hold on. Let me go scroll. Yeah, I think that's who I'm going to go with.
Whenever someone drafts and says, yeah, I'm going to trade this guy, no one ever trades for that guy.
I did that, but he better have a better year. Yeah. I lost him. Hold up. It's a tight end. Give me Sam Laporta at 12.9.
Oh, shit. You took Sam Laporta from me, bro? All right. Well, realistically, Sam Laporta is going in like the third round, but that's fine. Is like Puka.
But the fact that he's still here is crazy. That's why I got to pick him up.
Yeah, this is another guy that had an amazing year, especially near the end of the year, that I think is due for a really good breakout, and that's Rashee Rice. I'm going really wide receiver heavy right now, but I mean, can you blame me? Look at who's here. And there's a guy here that I think has very big upside.
You drafted a kicker defense or what?
Nah, never draft a kicker or defense. Especially when your team looks like this. If I'm getting Puka Nacua and Rashee Rice in round 12, I don't need a kicker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going Blake Corum, Michigan boy. He's gonna be drafted to the Chargers and probably get like 30 touchdowns in his rookie year. So I'm going Blake Corum.
I like that.
Have a little decorum.
That's pretty good. So here, a lot of other good players on here, but like you said, the fact that some of these guys are still here is kind of crazy. Go ahead and give me Tank Dell at 13-2. Why is he still here?
You're stupid, bruh.
What? Is they got allegations too?
No, you said Marshawn Lynch was still here. That's Marshawn Lloyd, dumbass.
No. Okay, I'm going to draft him with my last pick. Marshawn Lynch is here.
Okay.
I will draft Marshawn Lynch for the shits. Give me Marshawn Lynch.
What? Why is he there for you? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why Marshawn Lynch is here. I took him with my last pick.
Well, there's a guy here that I think
I should have probably taken. I probably should have taken someone good, but I took Marshawn Lynch just to prove a damn point.
Give me Caleb Williams as the last pick. That guy, he's gonna go a lot sooner than that, but oh my gosh, dude.
Marshawn Lynch as the 14-9. This is the
worst draft ever. Dude, I have 4 running backs. But that's fine. I have fucking 30 wide receivers that I can trade.
You have 4? I think I only have 3. Yeah, I only have 3. Marshawn Lynch does not count.
Yeah, that's true. No, you have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Montgomery, too.
I mean, realistically... Yeah, but I mean, look at them. Literally, the only one that's like bad and unproven is Marvin Harrison, and he's literally going to be a top 3 pick, probably.
Your team is a team you're going to have to make. You're going to have to, do some work with, like move people around and.
Realistically, I packaged Nico Collins and Rashee Rice for Laporta, and I'm good. That's literally it. That's all.
Yeah, because you got Brock Bowers too, so it's like.
Yeah, like, do I even need to do that? I don't know yet, but
But we're gonna post a picture of our teams on the Twitter account, so y'all can tell us.
You're about to be trolled for Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I know, that was funny. But I'm not gonna put any context. Y'all have to watch the episode to know why I picked Marshawn Lynch as my last pick.
Yeah.
But
see, you should have just went off the rails after picking Zay Flowers. You should have just picked Kareem Hunt, Deshaun Watson,
Aaron Hernandez,
Richard Sherman, Aaron Hernandez, yeah, OJ Simpson,
Michael Vick as the starting QB.
Yeah, Mike Vick. You should have just went down that route and let him figure out how that happened.
Yep. So that's gonna wrap this episode of the 2 Minute Warning. It's a little short, but we still fill in our time getting our weekly episode in. We're gonna have to figure out some things to do over the off season because we've got 7 months without football, so we gotta.
Yeah. Expect some Madden on the Twitch. We're gonna be playing some Madden.
Yeah,
we're
lots of Madden.
Some fantasy draft Madden, some normal Madden, maybe some face of the franchise. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just whatever. We're gonna be throwing some stuff on the Twitch. We're gonna be consistent on Twitch. We got also. Do you want to talk about the rebrand?
Oh yeah. So this episode is the first episode of season 2. Okay, of the 2 Minute Warning. Every end of season episode, so the end of the season episode is usually going to be the last episode of that season, and then anything in the off season plus the next season is season 2. So this is new episode of season 2. We got a new logo. Obviously we got a Twitch account, all that kind of stuff. So things are going to be changing a little bit, but same dudes, same coverage, same podcast. So
same deal. But we're willing to take, if anybody wants to be a guest or any of that kind of shit, we're open to stuff, any sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. We've got an email. Okay. It's in the Twitter account. It's also I'll put it in the description of this episode. So anybody who's interested in sending an email out, partnering and collabing, any of that kind of stuff, we're willing to hear y'all out. But yeah, welcome to season 2, and yeah, so that's going to wrap up first episode of season 2. We'll make sure to check out all our socials, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Peace.